This movie was terrible. And if you think it's anything but terrible, you are either a fat Star Wars fan with no life, or you are blinded by hype and nostalgia. Now, this isn't to offend anybody who likes the movie, but if you like the movie, you're a freaking idiot. You're an absolute moron. How could anyone with a brain larger than 2 inches actually enjoy this heap of garbage? Oh, it's Star Wars, the Millennium Falcon. Oh, there's stormtroopers. Oh, Han Solo. Who cares about Han Solo? He's like 90 years old. I mean, Han Solo. He's not as cool as he used to be. He's an old man, for God's sake. Why is he an old man and he's still a smuggler? Shouldn't he be in a retirement home? How is he even getting around? How's he even moving around when he's like 90-something years old? That literally makes no sense. Why? Why'd you make this movie, Disney? Why'd you even need to? Oh, it was a cash grab. Now I see. It was an absolute cash grab. They didn't put any effort into actually making a new plot. They didn't put any effort into the soundtrack. Even the soundtrack sucked. I mean, the only thing that sounded like Star Wars in the actual soundtrack was Kylo Ren's theme, and even that theme was mediocre. It was very mediocre. There was no new Duel of the Fates. There was no new Imperial March. We were all disappointed. We were all disappointed by this film. Oh, Star Wars, the Millennium Falcon. Oh, Rey, she was such a great actor. No, Rey was not a great actor. She was a terrible actor. She just looked off into space. So now looking off into space every 10 seconds makes you a good actor now. Are you people freaking insane? Are you people literally retarded? The screenwriters treated you like an 8-year-old. Idiots that are giving this movie a 10 out of 10, a 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, even 6 out of 10s, are ruining Hollywood. Hollywood is never going to change if we condone this movie. This movie was absolute crap. I just don't understand. I just don't understand. Am I like the only person in the world that honestly notices all these plot holes, all these inconsistencies? And like 95% of Star Wars fans, or supposed Star Wars fans, are in love with this movie? Come on. I mean, I saw this movie 2 days after it came out. So I was looking at the reviews. I was like, maybe I was wrong. At first, I wasn't going to see this movie. But now I have to see it because it's getting all these good reviews. So I went to see it. And long and behold, I was right. I was right. It was cheesy. It didn't make any sense. It was just ripping off old elements of the old movies. Pure nonsense. Just another Disney movie. Treating their audience like idiots. Treating their audience like they have a pacifier in their mouth. Disney makes the most bottom of the barrel movies. You can't take their movies seriously. Anyone that actually respects the art of making things original and not just recycling old stuff and reselling it as a new movie, anyone who respects not doing that would not enjoy this movie. That's all Disney does. That's all they do is repackage old ideas and sell it off as new. They're Disney princess movies. They're all the same. All the Disney princess movies are the same. All their freaking new movies are just ripping off old movies or recreating old movies. They can't make anything original. They don't even support originality. I can't recall one original Disney movie. Besides, of course, the old classics, but those aren't the new Disney is nowhere near close to the old Disney. You can't even say that. They killed Star Wars. I'm sorry. They killed Star Wars. The only thing keeping Star Wars alive was the fans, but it seems like the fans even turned to complete morons at this point. Even the fans are complete morons. If you are a Star Wars fan after this movie has came out, then you aren't a real Star Wars fan. I'm sorry. Star Wars was dead. Come on, let's be honest. Star Wars was dead as soon as Disney bought it. As soon as they shut down LucasArts, that's when it died. That's when it died. You can't say Star Wars, oh, it's alive and well. It's more better than ever. No. I believe the point where Star Wars was alive was when the Empire Strikes Back came out. That was when Star Wars was alive and well, but how? It's just dead. It's just a shadow of its former self, desperately trying to rip off what it originally was. That's what Star Wars is now. You can't say this is a good movie. You cannot say that Star Wars is good anymore. I mean, I tried to like this movie. I really did. I really did sit in the theater. I had a smile on my face. I was like, wow, these reviews were really good. This is going to be the best experience of my entire life. I sat down, 15 minutes in, plot hole, bad acting. You didn't explain that? You didn't explain this? I was like, what? All throughout the movie, I was like, are they really doing that? Are they really going through with this, Disney? I mean, really, the Millennium Falcon sitting in a junk farm in the middle of nowhere on a planet nobody's ever heard of? And then Han Solo conveniently finds it? Do you understand how big the galaxy is? Millions of planets? Covering the span of trillions of light years? And Han Solo just happened to be there? No explanation whatsoever how he got there? I mean, sure, he says he found the signal, but it seemed like he was doing something else. It seemed like he wasn't actually looking for the Millennium Falcon. He said himself that he was shipping a container full of monsters to somebody, so he wasn't really looking for the Falcon. It was just a coincidence. We're supposed to believe a coincidence. Wow, you were actually supposed to believe that the Millennium Falcon was in the middle of nowhere and our main characters just happened to stumble upon it. Wow, absolutely unbelievable. It's just not believable. It absolutely takes you out of the movie. They should have just left out the Millennium Falcon. That's what they should have done. Why do you have to rely so much on old ideas to sell your movie? That's what I don't understand. They're relying too much on old ideas just to sell their movie, which is what Disney does. They rely on old ideas to sell their movies. They don't support originality. They don't support taking risk. You guys are saying, oh, it has practical effects. The practical effects look like something you'd see at a Comic-Con convention. So fake. At least the original trilogy had realistic practical effects, for God's sake. Or at least believable for that time period. I mean, God, oh my God. That bird, why was that even there? Why was that even there? I mean, God. That bird would look so fake. You could tell it was a puppet. You know, Jabba the Hutt? He actually looked real. Jabba the Hutt actually looked real. He had like 20 people controlling him. I was like, wow, how are they making him move like that? Like, wow, this is really impressive. But then they just have a bird going up and down, a fake bird like you'd see at freaking Michael's store. If you think this even compares to the practical effects of the original, you're just a moron. And what pisses me off is they use crappy CGI in some scenes, and then on the next scene they use somewhat competent practical effects. I'm like, why don't you gotta choose one or the other. You can't just, it doesn't look right if you just mix and mingle. I mean, the prequels, they used CGI, but they didn't use practical effects. I mean, if you're going to use CGI, that sort of ruins your whole marketing campaign of, oh, we're going to use CGI. We're not going to use CGI. We're just going to use practical effects, huh? And then just have Snoke be just some crappy video game-like character with the most generic voice acting imaginable. It looks so like generic. It just spelled generic evil guy voice. Oh yes, we're going to destroy the rebellion. Oh, we have to destroy him. I mean, Palpatine, he had an evil voice, but it was like not generic. It sounded like a unique evil voice, not just some movie trailer evil voice type thing. He was like, "Your lack of faith is disturbing." It actually sounded original, and he seemed charismatic. Now we got some cheap off-brand CGI Palpatine and some cheap off-brand Darth Vader. Yeah, because that's exactly what the fans wanted, right? We wanted some cheap off-brand Darth Vader. Absolutely ridiculous. Disney does not care about you. They don't care about me. They care about money. That's what they care about.